I know something about your brand that you can't see. Your potential clients can see something about your brand that you can't see. Even your clients know something about your brand that there's no way. It's in front of you and you can't see it. Now, why is that? Because you're so submerged in your own subjectivity that you can't possibly understand how your market is interpreting your brand. And this is why I decided to make this video today, to give you some tricks and tips to be able to put ourselves in the shoes of our market, of our audience. Because when we're able to understand how our audience is feeling, we're able to make them happy. If we understand their concerns, their struggles, their objections for buying, we're able to introduce that in our brand in a way that clarifies the message, in a way that communicates the message better, and in a way that makes them return and come back to us. So I have some simple tools to put on some objective glasses and make you see more clearly and more objectively your own brand. The number one tip, standardization. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to standardize all of your platforms. I want to see your fonts. I want to see your images. I want to see your color selection. Please pick one or pick two. No more than two, please. We need to standardize all of these. I can't see different shape-sized images. Pick a width. Pick a length. I don't want to see badges from all over the board. Please, this looks ugly. Pick something so it makes sense in my eye. What we want to avoid is visual schizophrenia. When our potential clients jump into our shop or jump into our blog, we don't want them to be like, oh, it's distracting. What we want to produce is something that repeats, that's cohesive, that's concise, that's always repetition. Standardization is repetition. And a perfect example of that is the Coca-Cola logo. Every time that we see that color and that font, our brain thinks Coca-Cola. Even if Coca-Cola is not written, even if we see a copycat of the Coca-Cola logo, our brain clicks and reads Coca-Cola. And this is because that brand has produced enough brand awareness. The color, they always stick to the same color, they always stick to the same font, they always stick to the same signs. And that's what we want. At the end, I want to pick a color that every time or an aesthetic that anytime a client jumps into one of my platforms, they say, oh, Mayi Carles. And it reminds them of me. Be narcissistic. Do things to condition your clients to think of you every time that they see that color. So work on the standardization processes of your brand. The second thing that I want you to work on, copyright. Please, folks, we need to think about and we need to proofread everything that we're writing, our text, the way that we're typing our jokes, typing our sarcasms. Because you can laugh in your brain doesn't necessarily mean that your audience got your joke. It's one thing to be live telling a joke in a cocktail party. You have your hands, you have your smile, you have your nonverbal expressions to transmit that. In text, it's more difficult. Maybe you're trying to be funny and it's not even coming across that way. Ask your peers if something you said transferred in the same way that you meant it. Proofread your stuff even for typos. I mean, hello, I'm the queen of typos. I need to proofread my stuff like a zillion times, and even with that, I overlook stuff. And that's why I sometimes have to ask my friends, have to ask my tweet gals to tell me, hey, did you see something that was off? Because I can't see that for myself. So ask your mom, ask your grandma, ask your peers, ask if your copyright is making sense. Okay? The third thing that I want you to think about is spacing. And by space, I mean white space. Are you providing enough white space for your stuff to breathe? Are you providing enough for me to for my mind to rest? I need to be able to see your products and see your services and see some breathing room in between them. If everything's jammed together, it doesn't matter how gorgeous a product of yours might be, I'm gonna get tired and I'll have to go somewhere else because you are making it hard for me to know where to look. Don't distract my eye from other things. So get rid of distractions. Open up your spaces. Open up if your blog is too jammed together, consider a white background. If you're selling advertisement on your blog, consider more open space, just one column, not columns all over the place, because when you're jamming everything together, it's just very difficult to digest. It's very difficult to read. It's very difficult. I mean, you know that. It happens to you when you visit other places. Well, it happens to your clients too when they visit you. So think about how much space you're putting in between things. Hit the enter button when you're writing a blog post. Divide up your paragraphs. We like to see breathing room. We like to see bullet points. We love bullet points. We love numbers. We love lists. We love images that provide more openly an idea. So play with space and check out what happens. For today, I want you to let me know what you see in other people that you want to scream at them. Oh my God, please look at it. I want you to tell me something that you would die to tell someone else. Like, please make your fonts bigger, or please change your font color to gray instead of turquoise. What are the things that frustrate you about other brands that you want to scream out? Put them down there, because I'm sure it might be stuff that even you are doing yourself that could help you change that for your own brand. And know always that I'm here to let you know how I interpret your brand. You can ask me. You can ask me what I think, and I'll tell you. I can tell you if it's too cramped, if it's too saturated, if you're not making it clear for me. I'll tell you. I'm your friend, I'm your peer, and if you visit this vlog, I'm going to tell you what I think. So put it down below, and I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Again, this was Mayi Carles from Heartmade Blog. Till next video, guys. Bye-bye.